Number 13, you're dividing by 4. So what is your reference angle? 45. We got a test on Tuesday on this, so we got to make sure that we're good to go. What's the ordered pair for 45? Perfect. All right, now 3 divided by 4 is less than a whole circle, but you're going down and around less than a pi. I'm sorry. So they're both negative because it's in the third. Very good. Is anybody lost about why they're both negative?
No.
All right, secant is the opposite of the x value. So flip your x value, keeping the negative. No.
It's just negative root 2.
2's cancel. So it's negative root 2. All right, 14, you're dividing by 6.
That's a 30.
That's a 30. I would really hate to take up this math workshop and half of us not have it done because half of us are on our phones.
Robert, 6 is going to be in
Well,
the
let's do the
second
order pair
quadrant.
first. What's the order pair first? Very nice. And you said it was in the second quadrant, and you are right. Very good. So that's a negative x. Very good, Robert. I should have taken your quiz too.
I'm tomorrow.
Monday.
I'm going to do the Spanish
Well, that's
test.
really good.
Just have to
And
see.
Robert?
Chiropractor.
Just barely 10 minutes before you go. What time is it?
I can
10 minutes? Okay, all right. Okay, so tangent is sine, which is y, over cosine, which is x. Okay, make sure you're keeping the negative with the square root of 3 over 2. Keep it switch, switch. Keep the negative with the square root of 3 over 2. All right, can y'all rationalize that for me?
No. 1 is negative square root of 3 over 3. Negative square root of 3 over 2.
Very good.
What? I don't know what I just said.
You okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
The answer is negative square root of 3 over 3.
The one with the sarcasm.
That sarcasm thing I was talking about.
I wasn't making her.
Actually, I could have given
I gave her the answer. She needed the answer. I gave it to her.
I know.
Maybe she can't
All right,
see it.
15 is divided by 3. So what's your reference angle?
15.
60. What's the coordinate for 60? One half. There you go. 2 divided by 3 is less than a full circle, or less than a full pi. X is negative because it's in the second quadrant. Very good. All right, tangent is sine over cosine. So cotangent would be
Cosine over sine.
sine over sine. Let's think smarter and not
Harder.
harder. That is the exact same thing we just did, except the negative is in a different spot. So what's my answer? The exact same thing. Very good.
Negative 3 root over 3.
Very good. All right, 16, 330. What's the reference angle?
30.
30. What's the order pair?
Square root of 3 over 2.
Very good.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Very
Big
good.
math, like it.
And then the y is negative.
And the y is negative because it's in the fourth quadrant. Cosecant is the opposite of sine,
So it would be 2 over -1.
which is just -2. Very good. All right, last two. 17, 150. What's the reference angle? 30, right? Oh, I must not.
I can't do it.
I didn't fix that from the other day. All right, 30 degrees. What's the order pair?
Square root of 3 over 2.
Very good. Very good. All right, but instead of going up to 150, you're going down to 150. So where's what quadrant? Third quadrant. All at once is cosine. So you're not doing anything special. You're just taking the x value. That's it. All right, this is the one that gets us right here. What's the order pair for 0?
0.
6.
What?
No,
0,
1,
0.
1, 0.
1, 0.
Struggle bus.
All right, so cosecant is the opposite of sine. So listen to my question. What is just the sine? 0. And how do you make 0 a fraction? Over 1, right? That makes sense? Flip it. No. It's 0 over 1, which is undefined. You can't have 0 on the bottom. That's That's the one that gets us right there. Is that one? Did I lose anybody? Bless you.
Flesh.
All right. Now today we're gonna work on our projects. Okay. Now there's a couple of things that I want to make sure that we understand. You ready? First thing is we do not have school tomorrow. Correct? Amen. Monday we are reviewing, and Tuesday is your test on this stuff we just reviewed. Are we okay with that so far? All right. Second thing is, I do not have enough rulers for everyone. Okay, so we're gonna have to share rulers.
Dude, I hate myself.
Here's one bless you.
It's okay, I'm one big ruler.
Not wasting my time. All right, a couple of things about the compasses. First thing is they're very cheap. Okay, so they don't lock in position. They will very easily slide open and very easily slide closed. Okay, so if you've got one that's very loose, like this one is kind of stiff, but see how it's kind of moves in and out very easily.
Yeah.
You can get some that are like just sling open. If you've got one that just slings open, you might want to share with somebody because you're going to get frustrated. Okay, you want one that's kind of stiff. Now, second thing is they have an extremely sharp point on the end of it.
Don't you
If
get
you
frustrated.
even think about it, you know what I'm talking about.
Draw
Do not
blood.
stab somebody with this. Don't even think about stabbing somebody with this. Because it is a long weekend, and your mama will get called right now. And ask yourself if your mama is one phone call from me before a long weekend about you stabbing somebody with a sharp end of the compass. Got it? Not joking. Don't even think about it. Now, here's what you need to do. When you get your compass, you need to follow directions very carefully, because if not, you're going to get your angles off. And if your angles are off, you get points taken off, correct?
What?
Yeah. All right. Here's what I need you to do first. First thing is listen to directions. And when I tell you to go, go.
No.
What you need to have out, not right now, what you need to have out while I'm passing out compasses is your rubric. If you do not have, don't do it now, because you won't listen to directions. While I'm passing out compasses, you need to get your rubric, and your rubric needs to be taped where? On the back. Do that now while I'm passing out compasses.
I need some scissors.
There's on that bucket in my desk. Val, can it wait a few minutes here? What is it? I want it taped. Alright, here we go on your project. Once you get your circle drawn, Luke's going to let me borrow his for a second. Everybody see this? Do you see how you can see the point in the middle of his circle? Alright, once you get that, you need to find a ruler, or you can use the end of the protractor that's coming around. Now listen to me. If your protractor is smaller than your circle, use a ruler. If your protractor is smaller than your circle, so for example, let's look at this.
Don't get all the way through.
Is this protractor smaller than this circle?
Negative.
No, so I can use my protractor to use the straight edge. Does that make sense to everybody?
Nope.
All right, let's look at this. Here we go. You're going to take your straight edge anywhere on your circle. It doesn't matter where. Ooh, let me move this down so y'all can see that. You're going to take your straight edge. Doesn't matter where, anywhere. Line it up with that point and make a diameter. One diameter across the center of that circle. Anybody lost about that?
Negative.
Okay, one line is the only thing you should have. Only one line. Do that. The circle depends on what you're going to draw. Well, I can't help you on what you're going to draw, baby. That's your project.
Not stiffy.
Do you have a ruler so I can find the
I do. There's one right here.
I need to find the middle of the
Is this a full circle?
Okay, it depends on what you're drawing your circle at. It doesn't have to be.
Are you using a circle?
with your, like whatever, you can either do it with a practice and do it for real at home, or you can go back and draw with perfect at home, then that's fine.
Yeah, that's not safe.
All right, ready?
See, Senora.
Can you go back a step, please?
No.
Cause I just got the protractor.
All right, here we go. You ready?
No.
You watching?
This donut color, look.
Yeah, he's got a baby circle. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. If you're done, if you're at a stopping point, hold on a minute before you start anything else.
What do we do?
Patience.
Where's slingshot?
Straight, baby.
All right, here we go. You ready? You should have a protractor. If you do not have a protractor, please raise your hand.
Is that one of these things?
Yes, that's one of those things. Any extra? They're right there. Miguel, please pass these back.
We need some. We need two of them. There's another one beside this.
That one? All right, here we go.
The second one we draw straight home, right?
Yep. Where you put that point, remember the point that you were supposed to draw first in the center of your circle? All right, there is a hole on your protractor. That hole must be lined up with that point. You see how this one's lined up right here? Okay, then the line that you drew must be lined up with the line on the protractor. Anybody lost about this so far? Yes, Val.
Okay, what if the like circle inside the little circle is not in the middle of the circle, but the line lines up? Okay.
That's a question for just me and you in a second. All right. Anybody lost about this so far? What were these coordinates? Or not the coordinates. I'm sorry. What were the angles in the unit circle? 30,
60, 45.
45, 60. There's more. 90, 120,
150.
135,
150.
150. Now here's what I need you to realize. You ready? I would not use these ones on the middle because these ones in the middle don't have the little extra little hairs in between. Does that make sense to everybody? I would use the ones on the outside. Now look, this is 90, right? If it's off even one, if it's on 91 or 89, it's a point off. That's why I would use the ones at the top so you can see exactly where to put them. Now look right here. See how this little guy right here, where'd he go? Oh, it's right there, my finger's on him. See how this little tick mark is a little bit longer than all the rest of them?
That's 45.
That's 45. There you go. All right, you see how this little tick mark is just a little bit longer than all the rest of them?
That's 135.
That's 135, right? Does that make sense?
Amen.
Now, here we go. Listen, listen, listen. When you put your little tick mark for all your angles, then you take your ruler and you connect the center of that circle with your tick mark and you draw a line, correct? Once you get everything on the top, then you flip it over, line it up, and do it again. Now, granted, I would probably put my poster board over so you didn't do it upside down. Anybody have any issues about this? Okay, as I'm coming around, if you have individual questions or need help, please let me know. Huh?